everyone, and welcome back to Insights with Sujay, Week 9 and Episode 9. And today we have a very special guest with us. That is Vijay Nalwar Sir, who is almost all students' favorite, I can say. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sujay.
Sir, I have been serving as a teacher in the English course, and also now has been the principal of Sarvagnya Chinnara School. So, welcome to the show, sir, first. And then, how does it feel to be from the teacher to the principal currently?
Yes,
You have been upholding all the positions, and what's life according to you?
Thank you so much, Sujay, once again, for giving this opportunity to express myself. The right word goes with insight. Insight with Sujay has actually given me an opportunity to put my insights outside. Being a teacher was a great pleasure, of course, even it is now. And the position has helped me to recognize the teachers and help them to be in the right path. But if you ask me, till my last breath, I would like to be a teacher. Teachers can make miracles. As we always say, right? Teacher is a nation maker, and as well as teacher is a nation breaker. So teacher is the most powerful human. Teacher is the most powerful person who can actually construct the amazing society. So that's the reason I love to be a teacher till my last breath. As you rightly said, the hard work and the dedication and the creativity has taken me to whatever I am today. It's been nice being a principal, enjoying the position. The position doesn't mean that, I always believe that I never want my chair to speak. Because chair is not permanent. Today we have chair, tomorrow we don't
Definitely,
have.
sir.
So I always speak, not the chair. Yeah.
So it's a good beginning to the podcast by these words.
Yeah.
So and then at first you were in the teacher from the Swaminarayan actually.
Exactly.
When we signed the MOU at first, I got so many requests and people telling that I know sir. So
Okay.
how was Swaminarayan, Gurukul and your experiences in the other colleges? How it have been but it's a boys' school of course, and
True.
are they notorious or how is?
Coming to the Swaminarayan, it was my parental school. It was the first school where I started my career as a teacher.
Okay.
And the best part was I was the class teacher of 4th standard.
Oh.
And you may not believe it was the toughest job in the initial days where I would feel like giving up. But whenever I went back to my teacher, Shamsundar Kulkarni sir, I need to remember him and thank him at this moment of time. So I am a student. Most of the time I would introduce, I am the student of Shamsundar sir. Okay, so once again, I take this chance, Sujay, to thank my teacher, whatever I am today, it is just because of.
Actually, Shyam Sundar sir is my teacher also. I've taken the tuition from him in the Gurukul Career Academy when I was at 10th. And
Okay.
the way he used to teach and the way creativity he used to teach,
True.
it was like so good. And he used to tell that, English is not a very vast language or something. It's very small in the world. Only it's just that it's how you pronounce the things and how it goes. And he used to tell that, this 10th standard English, you can just go and challenge your MSc or BSc, sisters or brother, whoever it is, home. And then one thing I really remember about him is when he used to do this thing, right? We had thirst or when we were angry, he used to tell us to just bite our finger to,
No, right.
that is the control of anger which I've learned from him.
Correct.
He's a very good man actually.
No doubt. He has created many teachers.
Many teachers, yes.
Yeah. All right, coming back to the same question, as you asked me about Somina and Gurukul International School, Gulbarga, it has been my first school, which has given me everything. I happen to work 10 long years in the same institution.
Oh,
So, which has given me complete package of life, I can say, which has given me a platform which has actually recognized my abilities. So, if I'm a public speaker today, if I'm a quote writer today, if I keep anchoring the programs today, the entire credit goes to the Swamina and Gurukul team and the saints who have actually recognized my caliber and helped me out to become what I am today. So, Gurukul has been my backbone, all right? Gurukul has taught me and transformed my life. You are asking me, right, sir, what is life according to you? Whenever this question arises, the only thought that comes to my mind is life is one-time opportunity.
true, sir, true.
So when this life is one-time opportunity, we have to captivate, we have to make use of this life so meaningfully that one should get inspired. So this transformation, whatever I'm able to talk today, that transformation was given by Gurukul and the Gurukul saints. So Gurukul has been my backbone, Gurukul has been my strength, and thanks to Gurukul, Jai Swami Narayan.
How about Disha, sir? It's our college. So I was been so unfortunate that I couldn't take Sir's class because I was a backbencher and D section where Sir was not at all allocated. Happy that we are working with Sir today.
Disha, I happened to join Disha just because of, Shivanand sir. We just moved like a brothers and the well-wishers. It was the initial days when Shivanand sir wanted to come up with the college. We would sit together and discuss. It is highly dedicated man who is a passionate person towards teaching. Who is definitely a legend of mathematics. I heard like when he would take the classes, there were 200, 300 students who would attend his class. So with the amazing team, so they have come with the Disha. Working with Disha itself was a pleasure, going to a college, and he had given me a privilege. First thing I need to thank him. The reason was, as we are talking about the insight, so let me be very transparent. Couple of his partners, they were not willing me to go to the class, the first class. Whereas Shivanand sir wanted the first day, first period should be by Vijay Nalwar. So he had that confidence in me. When all of his partners were asking this guy, it's all about around 6 years back. So I was doing, so he was asking like, is he the right guy to get into the classroom? That to first period, that to first year. So they all doubted. But Shivanand sir said only one statement. You all get into his classroom, come back and give his feedback. So with that confidence he sent me. I need to thank Mother Saraswati. I need to thank my parents for amazing blessings. So I was able to do so well. That all the partners went back and thanked him that you have chosen a right guy for the first period of the Disha college journey. So it went for a couple of years later on. I couldn't give my time, but I'm always there with Disha and Disha students. Okay. Thank you, Sujay.
So definitely he would be a legendary person because, running a college in just a complex of 2 floors to, building the own buildings and expanding it is not a small task, I guess.
Correct.
So it has been done very vast, expandedly and kind of thing. And the kind of education we got there, I guess somewhere we used to be very upset at those college days because everybody wants to enjoy their college days, of course.
Correct.
So, but we couldn't do because we were the last sections of the colleges.
Correct.
But
we always wanted to take care those sections
very
strictly.
Yeah. And then that strictness and all, sometimes what I think is when we have survived Disha, then we can survive the phone.
Yeah.
The kind of, I would not say the strictness. I would say it was all process to build us.
Exactly.
And the cosmos wanted us to be in the last section. I guess I would have never been inspired to do something in my life if I was not in the last section. I would have been a software engineer, enjoying my 20 lakhs package by the time now. And I would have not slogged in the startup and making new things each day.
Yeah.
I would have enjoyed being in the Manyata Tech Park, like chilling and goes bro and pop and chill. But what Disha taught me was like, we will beat you every day.
Correct.
Until you do that. And I'll tell you, sir, it's not only the Disha's thing is beating him. We were also so stubborn. I will tell you, if there was like, if the target, generally, there used to be a target, which was so good. A sections would be like 45 out of 50.
Okay.
B sections would be 35 out of 50. C section would be 20 out of 50. And ours, last section, would be 5 out of 50. And guess what, sir? None of us used to score 5. Because sir knew that we were like that.
Correct. That's the reason which made...
That's the way. And, second year when I was in the D section, I thought that, okay, someday we'll go A, someday we'll go. That dream was left as dream only throughout my second year. At first, I wanted to do something. And after that, in coming days, it became a stubbornness in myself. I won't study.
Okay.
That was because, that was the environment which we were having. Of course, like, people in my section wanted to be MLAs and MPs.
Last bencher.
Last bencher, the dreams and everything. I wanted to be a big businessman, and we used to speak that like so frankly.
Okay.
And by God's grace, each one of us have been settled now. So, none is it.
Point last benchers can make miracles and they can better settle than the other people. And today I'm able to see you making your own career of your own choice. That's the best part.
That's what, sir. Like the basic training which I had got to sustain my life was from Disha College.
Okay. So we need to thank Shivanand sir.
I'm thanking you.
Yeah. Okay.
But still, if sir would give me an opportunity, I want to sit in A section and come for one day.
Please do allow it.
Yes, sir. One day, sir. Please, one day.
Yeah, please.
Not now. After 10 years also, I'm ready to sit in A section.
Now, after listening to both of our requests, definitely is going to...
I'm so obsessed with A section, sir. Please, one day allow me to sit there.
Sure. We'll do that.
I guess if sir was there, I would have been pleasing him, but I didn't knew that sir was existing there.
Okay.
Because we were in 7th heaven of all that we were POC.
Hardly I would get 1 hour chance. Last hours I used to come and he would plan like A section 2 days, B section 2 days. In that way it happened. So finally I could not come to your section.
Listen, not only you. Very kind lecturers didn't come to our section.
Okay.
And I bet, sir, the sensitive lecturers won't last only in our section.
Okay.
People won't listen to you. Only Santa sir and Netaji sir are meant to, and Nagaraj sir. We are like meant, and Sidling sir are English.
Okay.
These four were like very kind of these people to us.
Okay.
But I'll tell you, sir, we enjoyed a lot when we were PUC. I need to tell you this. Not only that we didn't take only their beatings or anything.
Okay.
We enjoyed. Okay. No A section people have went to the teachers on the teacher's birthday and celebrated them. We used to go and we gave them, we felicitated with them shawl and garland.
Okay.
And then we cut their cake and the siblings are told that day. ನೀವೆಷ್ಟು ನಂಗೆ ಹಾರ ಹಾಕ್ರಿ ನಾ ಮಾಡಿನ ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೊಡಿತೀನಿ ಮತ್ತೆ.
That's the quality of a teacher. Doesn't give up.
No sir, but still we also were not tired. Like we were like, no, we are not tired sir. ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್ ನೀವು ಹೊಡೀರಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಕೇಕರೆ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. But I'll tell you that nowadays people think of not taking beatings and all, and you take beatings. It's an enjoyment in itself.
Correct.
You take the humiliation, you take the beating at that point of time. I'll tell the PUC students now, you might have got so much of career advices, etc. I'll give you one career advices. Enjoy your PUC.
Okay.
First year you enjoy it. It's like, if you're like more ambitious, want to get into NEET or JEE, then study. Just CET you can click off anywhere. It's a comedy case there. Okay. I have been to this NI Mysore. I had never thought it in my dream also that I could be in some reputed college any day. I thought I'll do maybe in Gurukul and business will take over. But with this Comed K, there was no algorithms at the time, internet and all in Comed K. It was first come first serve seats. I got very luckily the NI seat. You believe it or not, sir, mine was like almost last second rank in the Comed K also. 37,123 was my rate. In the second round, they released the seats. People who have got in the first round and got in the CET, right? Okay. It's just 55,000 deposit. Mm-hmm. For example, you score 100 rank in the CET. Okay. But Comed K releases results first. Okay. Comed K released results were like 50, 60 ranks. Who left the seats by for my blessings that time, I don't know. 28,000, 3 seats were released from NI Mysore. And I didn't wanted to go to NI Mysore in the second round because I wanted to go to Bangalore and chill. And it was my brother and my cousin who was like, no. You sign the form. You go to Mysore. Okay. And I'm very happy that I was in Mysore chilling 4 years. I guess Bangalore wouldn't have been so good. So how were your college days? Where did you study?
No, I studied, I did my, basically I'm a Kannada medium student.
Okay.
And I studied up to 10th standard in government school. I came to Gulbarga for the first time after my 10th standard.
Okay.
I am the student of, SB College, Sambaswisha College of Arts. And when I was pursuing my PU Arts, I wanted to become a businessman. So then I changed my stream to commerce. I joined BCom with the help of my grandfather. Then I did my MBA from Gurukul Institute of Management. College days were really amazing. I was studious then. I always wanted to study. I wanted to, becomes teacher's favorite. Okay, so it's that's how college days were nice with these studies, and I had an amazing friends who would actually support me in studying. Though I changed my stream from arts to commerce, it was easy because of my friends. And, I need to remember one amazing teacher, I had in my life was Kamshetty sir, who taught accountancy. And it is just because of him, I could do miracles in the commerce. He has been my backbone. Thank you. Whatever I am good at, it's just because of my amazing teachers. God has gifted me the best teachers. I think that's a reason that I'm able to be a good teacher today. Yeah. So thanks to Kamshetty sir for being my teacher in my life.
So after your this thing of education and all from this MBA, why did you wanted to be that kind of you did MBA, right? So
Yeah.
how did it turn to be an English teacher?
I think you asked the right question. Being a Kannada medium student, it was very tough for me to move ahead in the English literature. Today, I need to open up and tell you the fact. PUC I started going. Second year was going very tough because I was not able to face English. It was too tough for me. I would go to college, right time. I would sit outside the campus and I would come in. My sister, she got to know that I think this guy is not regular to be in college. So she asked me a question, what's happening in social subject? Without knowing anything, it was the second year was started, only 1 month passed. I said, 7th lesson is going. She immediately doubted. A month passed, social is such a vast subject, which actually it's much time to finish. I think you're lying. And the moment somebody says Vijay Nalwar, 2 things comes to my mind. The transparent and honesty. I knew that I was not transparent, I'm lying here. And I'm not honest. So I started crying. Then what happened? No, I lied to you. Okay, tell me now. I said, I'm going to college, but I'm not getting inside. I'm just sitting outside and coming up. Why? I said, I don't know English. I'm finding it too difficult to study that. Then she guided me to go to Samsung College.
Okay.
That's how the journey started. Till PUC second year, I did all my subjects in Kannada. So I wrote even PUC second year in Kannada medium. The journey started in English after meeting Samsung. These 2 qualities which I told, being transparent, being honest, these 2 qualities were liked and appreciated by Samsung. I think it was God's wish that he wanted me to have an amazing teacher like him. So I joined and things started happening too good. He likes my behavior. And the best part was he would always give an opportunity. And I would always grab the opportunity. So morning he would take the class. Evening he would ask me to teach. That's how the journey started. 5 years I've been this amazing student. Become first, second, third, then MBA first year and second year. Though I was in 2 years, I might have been a good teacher in the institute. The day I got into degree, he started sending me to different colleges. Wherever he would get opportunities, wherever he could not go. So it was first call, Vijay, you just go and show your character. He was such a proud teacher that my student can teach better than me. So that's the reason he started sending. I was in degrees, I would go and teach to the masters. I was in masters, I would go to the university and teach to the students, lecturers, and the department heads. That's how the journey started. In BCom second year, I happened to get an opportunity to go to Gujarat to teach English to the saints of Seminar and Guru.
Oh,
that is where the turning point, that where these saints of Gurukul, they decide, if there is a Gurukul in Gulbarga, Nalwar Sir should be there in Gurukul as an English teacher. That's how the journey started to join,
Swaminarayan Guru.
And the question which you asked me, I finished my MBA. I was writing actually my last couple of papers. Sir calls me one friend and he asked me, which I like. Shruti Swamiji is the person who was the first guy, the first saint who came to Gulbarga as an in charge. He remembers me and he gives an opportunity to Samsung Nakunkuni, sir, why don't you call him Vijay Nalwar? Swamiji, now he has grown up. Now I have to ask him, it is his life, it is his choice. So finally, he asked me a question. So, Vijay, would you like to continue teaching profession or would you like to get into industry? Then I leave the things on him because most of the thing I would just leave it on him to decide. He asked me a question. See, if you go to industry, you need to work with machine. If you become a teacher, you'll work with man. So the one beautiful question which he asked me was, would you like to work with machine or man? Then he also gave certain, it's very inspiring example. With machine, you cannot transform them. And the day you are out of the organization, you are nowhere remembered. But if you become a teacher, you can transform people's life. And that is how I actually wanted to become. Knowingly, unknowingly, I always wanted to transform people's life through my moral values, through my life, through my messages. So I felt this is the right opportunity to get into my own field. I finished my master's, I'm an MBA, then I wrote my final papers, then immediately I went and joined Swaminarayan. That's how the journey took me to work with Swaminarayan Global International School.
Oh, that's nice. So when we compare to the salaries, of course, it's now very high, I guess, being a principal.
Yeah.
So I will ask you one single thing. Please. As now we have been in the industry and we also earn, and whatever money I earn for myself now, not having any of the pressures or no marriage, no girlfriends or no. So I enjoy my money a lot. In the same way, I guess, and when you were in the Swaminarayan Gurukul, it was your independent money.
Okay.
So how do you enjoy the salary of today or Swaminarayan Gurukul?
So if you talk about the value of that money, what I would get a little money as a salary, but the value was more. Because the first salary has taught a lot of things. When बाप का पैसा और आपका पैसा में बहुत फर्क होता है. So when that would give me a lot of money, I would spend like anything. What money would give me a month, I would not even earn after being a salaried person. So then I realized, oh my God, how could I spend my dad's money so easily? That's how आपका कमाई और बाप का कमाई में बहुत फर्क. When I started earning, I realized the value of money. And I always wanted to take care of my parents. I wanted to see my mother happy. That's the reason, whatever they need. And from the beginning, that the Swaminarayan has taught me to be the most simple guy. So when I started being very simple, and Sujay, I just want to tell you, if somebody asks me what is the toughest thing, my answer would be being the simple. You can be however you want, but being simple for a very long time is very tough. So I tried my level best. I always wanted to prove something which is impossible. I should read it as impossible. So from the day I realized that being tough is simple, being simple is the toughest job. So I started being simple. Let me practice the impossible things. So when I started being simple, my expenses have come down. I started helping my family. I started taking care of my parents. Yeah, today I may be earning too good, but the salary which I got from Swaminarayan and the salary which I'm getting from Sarvagna, the difference is, maybe number is too big in Sarvagna, but the number may be small in Swaminarayan. But the value, what I had and what I have, there's a huge difference. Yeah.
Now, currently, what we are earning, we are of course running the startup and we have good amount of money. I would say that I will never disagree. I keep on crying with my friends that I don't have money, I don't have money. That's how you have to behave something. Otherwise, the ego catches easily.
Yeah.
With the money we earn, with the position we have. Being in the administration is really very biggest tough job for me. So when people tell me that, your MD, you do whatever you want, your MD, you do that, you do this, and Shivanand, your CEO, and we will be at some point of time where we are now, where, as you've told, money doesn't give much difference than the value which you earn.
Correct.
Now, the work for money which we earn is like so overwhelmed that we run 4 or 5 startups as of now, and the 6th startup will be on the time. And I am Shivanand are always into making new things and always into building the new things and doing something good to our own city. So only I stay in my city only.
Correct. You expressed when you came to me.
I told Shivanand okay, you go to Bangalore. I've been here since you have burnt. You go and I'll stay here only because I've been in Mysore and I'd be the most confident man in the Gulbarga with 0 rupees also. Because it's our city. We can do whatever we want. So by staying in Gulbarga, I've been so flexible at everything.
Okay.
I do everything. And now we are having emerging institutions also where we can hire people. So I've told Shwanan, you guess that I'll help with this. We'll have 2 offices no matter whatever it takes. We'll hire people from here also. We can do. But if we earn a lakh rupees per project, people look at the 1 lakh rupees. People never look at what we do for the project.
Exactly.
I might have
Hardship that you take people, they don't somebody look at the money that would.
now also people don't know how we have set up all this, and it have taken 1 hour to set up.
Exactly. Yeah. I was about to say the same thing. He has taken so much of time. Oh, trust me, I thought like he comes, he, fixes me a mic and I'll be going through and I'll be speaking about it. But it has really taken so much of time. So yes, it's not that easy. You can, upper sherwani andar pareshani. So you guys can understand what I'm trying to tell you.
It's have become literal today. Parchevani andar parechani.
And wearing pleasure for you guys, we know women look healthy, women look handsome, but there is a lot of sweating which we are undergoing.
Sweating which we have, and also at first initial days we have to take up the things, and then once we scale up and
Yes.
people start loving us through YouTube and all, we can take up ourselves. And then we are setting up our own studio also in some time, in 1 month or 2 months. From then we can, as Sir tells, I can only put mic there. Because now I have to make out, I have to go to
This
the
is the
table.
initial days. Yes, definitely. You have to go through all these things. And as we reach that, these days, most
Very happy, sir. There were times when I and Shivanand roamed on scooter
okay.
to knock the people's door. I keep telling this everywhere, and if people get irritated, it's okay, let people get irritated. They were not, it was summertime only, sir. This peak May. Now 46 degrees Celsius, we took our scooter and we knocked each door of Gulbarga, stating that we are making websites, today we have some scaled startup, people come and tell us your MD and CEO. There was a time when we only roamed on scooter, people never look at that.
No, it's a nature of human tendency. There's a saying in Kannada, Geddettin bala ellaru ಹಿಡಿತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. And yes, initial days, when we are not a winner, when we are yet to become a winner, nobody supports us. The day you are called as a winner, people are always there. Yeah.
But and then after these all struggles and all, I take it so very easily, because there were times when we had nothing at all in life, nothing at all. I'll tell you, sir, we were zero when we were roaming on the scooter and stuff. Only confidence was the tool for us.
No, that's the biggest investment. I always tell to students, your interest, your time is the biggest investment. Money comes and goes. Today you may have money, tomorrow you may not have money. But these things, what he carried, carrying the zeal of becoming something, the courage that he had, the confidence that he had. So even if you are sitting comfortable today, if he is able to talk today, it's a reason that he has invested his time, he has invested his interest, and he has invested his courage. That's the reason he is able to do it.
When my friends support also, my friends who supported me, and Shivanand, the day I wanted to start the podcast, Shivanand invested in my podcast at first. He bought me mics, he bought me stand. I had zero knowledge of what was invested. He watches the YouTube channel for me and suggests that you should do this, you should do that. And you should have a good friend circle with you. So if you want to succeed in life, the circle is very important in life. If you roam with everybody, I won't tell that you don't roam, you don't become friend. Become friend with everybody. It's a good tendency. Make network. But there must be some type of people who encourage you, who makes you comfortable in whatever you are, who corrects you whenever you do.
Exactly.
Sometimes I argue with Shivanand stating that I am right, and he is like, no, you are very intelligent. When I tell you were wrong, you do this. When I appreciate you, you take this. That kind of friends you should have in your life. Otherwise, at this age, at least we are like young. We don't have values. We haven't learned anything. So now we can make any mistake we want.
Yes. And Sujay, I take this moment to thank Shivanand. I happened to meet him in the psychology as we spoke. It was he who actually, I was not that good in digital part and all. It was he who actually started the website of my institute. And thank you, Shivanand, for all the support. And without invitation, you would come, you would help me. And you have never expected anything other than my blessings and the best wishes. Through this Insight with Sujay, I take this chance and the privilege to thank you for all the support that you have given. And thank you so much for gifting me such a wonderful friend that you have. It's one of the best friend that you have. Keep it up, the same relationship, and carry on.
Yes, sir. So after your MBA and all, let's come to a bit of your personal life. How did you met ma'am and like?
So in Swaminarayan Gurukul International School, even she worked there, I worked there. So we just initially moved like a friends. I don't know, I think marriages are made in heaven. Okay. So we came in contact as a friends, but started moving like a best friends, then moved on like lovers. Then finally we were committed to each other to get married. Of course, there was no initial support from the parents, so we had to wait for almost 10 long years.
Oh my God.
No love, fair love. But the only thing is that we were much committed. We never wanted to give up at any moment of time. So that's the reason I thank my parents for supporting me in taking the decision back to what I am today. And I also thank God for giving up that, courage to hold a relationship for such a long time. So I'm very proud. I would like to thank my wife. She has been my backbone. She keeps guiding me. She keeps supporting me. And in all the ways, she stood by me. Okay. I take this special note to thank her for all the support that you have given. Thank you, my darling. I really love you. You mean a lot to me. Thank you so much.
Now, sir, have become my inspiration. Oh, wow. Sir, one night life and one night love also.
Yeah, no doubt. Like it was like love is first sight. And we definitely wanted to. And I was afraid. I was afraid of not committing a mistake. So we were quite committed, and more than me, she was committed. Okay. I have to appreciate her. I feel very proud to mention, if at all I have seen the most character in women after my mother, it's my wife. Okay. She's been a great soul. She's been that clean and clear from her character. So that made me to, choose and consider as my soulmate. Yeah, that's how the love turned into married life. Yeah.
No, it's a good thing, sir. Like, not everybody wins at love and life both. So I hope even I win at both.
I wish if we are there on that same track.
Not
But I have a suggestion for you, it would be a suggestion of me and Mac both. If I'm saying it would be definitely a suggestion of Mac. You cannot, we actually don't have the right to hurt our parents. Okay, please do take the consent. I'm very proud. I didn't go against of my parents' wish. I made them convinced. I made them what I'm doing. Okay, so being away from the parents and doing these things would not be my support and suggestion. Taking the consideration, taking the true lessons of parents will help you out to be happy.
So my parents are cool only. I only don't have girlfriend.
So is that the problem?
My parents so cool. My mother was like, until she was alive also, she always wanted to see my girlfriend one day. She was like, you don't have? You really don't have? You really don't have every day. And then now my father is also very cool. He'll be like, if you have somebody, tell me now only. I'll get you married. And mine only luck is not good at this thing.
I don't know whether to tell this or not. Sujay is ready. Whomsoever you are watching is a right guy.
No, not whomsoever, sir. Particularly somebody.
Okay. All right. No, my open invitation to you.
Yes, sir. Sir's this thing you can
trust him. He is a trustworthy.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Yeah, Sujay.
Yes, sir. So like after everything, what do you want the students? How do you transform students? Like let's take an example. If somebody is very kind of stubborn like us, if you had met me back in the PUC, how would you have transformed me?
Okay. I always keep telling 3 master keys to my teachers, which I used when I was into the class. Students, initially they are like stone. Okay. If they are mud, we cannot transform them. No, they are stone, no doubt. But the mastery or the skill a teacher must have. And I would suggest there are 3 master keys of the skill which every teacher must have. The master key number 1, extraordinary command over subject. You see, when the child is sitting inside the classroom, If you don't give him the complete knowledge, he doesn't like you. And if he's not understanding, the meaning of extraordinary command over subject says, like you should be so master in teaching the toughest topic in the most simple. And if you have that guts, you can make children like you. The key number 1 is like extraordinary command over subject. Coming to the master key 2, or the second master key is unconditional love, compassion and concern. So like the child leaves early in the morning around 8:30, if there are schools starting like somewhere and they have to leave by 7. The maximum time the children are spending nowadays in the school. So immediately after their parent, we are the parent. And they love what they are getting, they are not getting. It is our minimum duty to love them unconditionally and win their heart. First, we got to know the extraordinary subject, command over subject, then unconditional love and compassion. And the third most powerful master key is unbeatable moral values. Only through these things. I have actually experienced it. You see, when you have extraordinary command over subject, children like you. When you show them love, concern, they love you. But when you try to transform them with your moral stories, they respect. So initially they like you, then they start loving you, then they start respecting. When you win their heart with these 3 things, they surrender it. Once they surrender, you can shape them however you want. So whenever I got into the classrooms, I always carried these 3 things into the classrooms. And these 3 things, keys have actually helped me in transforming many souls. And that's all. Sujay.
These keys might work with anybody.
Definitely.
Even like us also in the page.
Yes. No, you don't believe. I have students who turned from, I think there was a guy who was working as a mechanic in the garage. Today he's a government teacher.
Oh,
there were people who were into rowdyism. Today they're a good student and a good teacher.
that I know.
Yeah, that's the reason. So when we can change
Such one I know.
Yeah, that's the reason I'm telling. So when we can change such people, it is damn easy for me to change a person.
Definitely. People like us are at least hunger towards the thing. Yes. I would have changed, sir. Just if you had met me and made me to sit in A section for a day, I would have changed.
Definitely. And now God has brought to this way. Okay.
Another request still, Shivanand sir, please.
Yeah. Don't forget. This request. Please allow him at least one day to sit in A section.
A section, sorry, first section.
Okay. My request is always entertained. Please do entertain even this request as well. Yeah.
Definitely, sir. So, like, what are the like you told me moral values which you have learned and how you transform students. So, what is the message to the students currently who are pursuing in the school and colleges, and how the life would be, because you have been experiencing it, like at least you would be in your 30s or something. So how would be the 18s and 20s and 30s?
So the students, what I have seen as a friend when I was a student, and the students what I'm seeing as a students today, there's a lot of difference. These people are fickle-minded. So my suggestion would be for them, like, be master of one, jock of all. But most of the time in today's scenario, master of none, jock of all. ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅರ್ಧಂಬರ್ಧ ಯಾವುದು ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ. So now you choose one particular goal at the early age. Most of the people, they say like any goal which is chosen at the age of 7th standard or 8th standard, definitely they become like that. Because when you get to know what exactly you want to become, that's the age where you need to get enlightened. So my suggestion to the parents would be, keep guiding your children. The right goals will lead them to a right, destination in their life. So my suggestion for them would be like, choose one particular goal, start working on it, and you can definitely excel. Master of one, jock of all. If you choose the opposite, like master of one, jock of all, you do everything. At the end of the day, you find out you are everywhere. The last, you are nowhere. So in order not to be nowhere, in order to be everywhere, or at a particular, a destination, please become master.
So I've been so polite in the administration, because I don't know if I've never been polite in the administration. So I don't know how it works with the being polite and then convincing the people. How do you convince like teachers or anybody or any of the staffs? Because generally it's not about the politeness, and you have to be a bit rude.
No, it is damn easy for me to convince people. Reason why was, when I was a teacher, I always would think like my principal should be like. So I think even today, when I was a teacher, how I wanted my principal to be. So as a teacher, when I expect my principal to be like that, if I am today, so definitely my teachers are going to like me. And one best thing about me is like, what I preach, I practice, and what I practice, only that I teach. So when leader starts doing it by himself, then by default, the followers have to do it. And one thing I always seen, when there is a pressure, you find a result, but not 100%. It would not be that productive. But when you work with the pleasure, I always, Mr. Professor Chennanreddy sir always keeps telling, work with pleasure, never with the pressure. So even his guidance and his support, his moral values have helped me.
I guess at least you would be happy with the pleasure. If you're having the pressure also, you would be happy working, because you would be happy that you're working something you wanted always.
Okay.
Otherwise, if a person...
Other part is, Sujay, how I have taken is like, I started enjoying the
work.
Pressure. Whenever there was a pressure, I would, challenge myself. Can I solve this? Will I be able to do that? So those challenges and the task which I took it as a challenge, when I was able to overcome them, I started enjoying the success. As such, there is nothing pressure if you are able to handle it. If you don't know, you make the reasons. I always tell E for effort and E for excuse. So this is the right moment to make you understand. I use E and I use he. So when you want to become a failure, you say excuses. For any reason, you say excuse. But if you want to become a successful person, put efforts. So the effort of facing the, pressure has helped me to overcome all those tough days. Okay. And with love, anything can be meant and anything can be molded. I always respect my teachers. I always, care them. When I start sailing in their shoe, and definitely I come to know. Once you understand your teacher, what he or she is undergoing, then definitely you can guide them. It's not a big deal.
And then the another thing is also that, the pressure thing is really a very bad thing, which nowadays teenagers get in a lot of, kind of. I guess I have one advice to everybody who are in the corporate, that, when you get the pressure, if your work life is not good, just make your personal life good. Just do something, just make a hobby out of yourself, which will be inspiring you each day. Because I know that you cannot, you cannot directly go on something, and then you cannot, not everyone are meant to enjoy their life being in the work which you don't like. For me, I'm never excited about new client. I'm never excited about new MOAs. I'm only excited about my new episodes which I shoot. So I never focus on the work. The work will be definitely going on, and there is R&D team, and that makes, and that gives me report, and I analyze, and that is a daily routine. There must be one thing that should keep you alive each day.
Exactly.
Believe me, there should be something that should keep you alive. Take it your love life, or take it your personal life, or a hobby, or anything. You don't like your work, come in the evening to your home.
And also, Sujay, if you ask me like the solution for this, there is a statement which I always use. Either you love and marry, or marry and marry. If love is mandate. Same thing whether you choose any profession, either by chance or by choice. If it is by choice, definitely you are going to enjoy. Even if it is by chance, make it a choice, because you don't have other way. Any way you have to work it. When you work it, work with love. And definitely that's going to give you a huge result wherein people appreciate it. So that's how, to put it in a very simple nutshell, love and marry. If not marry and love, but love is mandatory. Without love, you cannot enjoy your life. And as I told you in the beginning, life is one-time opportunity. Make this life so meaningful. People should like to lead their life looking at you. Isn't it?
Definitely. Then, just like you, leader, I have one such leader in my home also, as my uncle, my Chikkappa, whose name is Ramesh Mudugal, and he's also done just a BA, MA, BEd, or I don't know whatever he have done. Just educationist, he was just educationist, and started his work with very kind of in rupees from Pantan school. Now he's been principal to 7-8 big institute in the abroad. Yeah.
Okay.
if you believe me or not, he's my inspiration.
Very good.
At least, when you have such people in life, my father, take my father. My father was also just this thing, a clerical thing. And then he again wrote the exam. And today he is a government white collar official. When we have inspiration from our family also.
Correct.
When I was young, I used to feel, hushar banana tha, don't be in that. Growing up, I knew that even they were also that only when they were in my age. Mentioning about my Chikkappa, he's been in he's at least across 15 countries, being a principal of big institutions. He's currently in the Bangladesh, Dhaka. Yeah, he changes countries every now and then.
Nice to know.
Yeah, at least I thought that we can dream such big also in life, and he's been pushing me to the startups also. He's been my inspiration since all the time, since my childhood also. I've kept on seeing him, right? So I thought that we also would become something like him someday for sure. When I had that visiting card kind of thing, when I was just started the startup in PUC, none of them were excited to see my visiting cards as much as he was. And I don't know if it was his some manifesto or something that someone should be entrepreneur from our family. And I started the business at that time.
Okay. Now, looking at your scenario, I remember a quote like, look at the person who is ahead of you, imitate the things what he does, you will get what he'll get. So same thing, he started looking at his uncle and what he did, he started doing. So what respect, what recognition he is getting, very soon even he is going to get. Because when we look at somebody and start working in the same manner, definitely what they got, even he has to get. That's the principle of life, all right? Definitely you are going to achieve your dream.
Yes, sir. I achieve it or not, I don't care.
Okay.
I just want to be happy with whatever I'm working. Today evening I have to sleep peacefully. I work today, I want to sleep peacefully. I never wanted to be in an IT company working with anything, and I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Forget 0 rupees here also, I'll stay here only. Because
at the end of the day, what matters for you is
happiness, that's it. Not happiness. More than happiness, it matters what I wanted to do, I want to do, that's it. It gives me money, it don't give me money, I don't care. I want to do branding, I want to do branding, that's it.
Correct. No, as I said, like master of one. So, for every action, there is an opposite and equal reaction. Definitely you are going to. And the best part of you is like you're not expecting the result. That's one lesson which we all need to learn. Most of us, we are short-tempered. When we start doing something today, more than anything, we start expecting the result. Forget about the result. It has to come back and it will. So start working like him, without bothering the result. If you start working, that keeps you happy. All right. That's a good message. So Jai, we need to learn from here.
Something like that, because if you learn something from me, slog 2 months in the scooter. Yeah, you want to do something. Now you have data. Now you have everything. Now you can do whatever you want in life. It's not like when we started business in 2019. It's not so far also. But still, when we started, there was nothing. We didn't add any AI tool. We didn't add anything.
Yeah, very true.
We gave our visiting cards to the client. Now you have just a tool. You put it, you get all the business information. Now people can do anything and everything in their life.
Things are at hand.
A bit of risk you take in your life will take you very far.
Exactly.
A just bit of risk you have to take. It's all just a risk which you take. It's calculated risk. And there must be somebody who should back you with that risk.
This is very, very true. To guide you, to support you. Right, when we go low, one must be there to pat on the back and say, yes, you can stay into it. That definitely helps.
The last 23, after all these things also, after my click of my startup and everything also, I really had a very bad time in 23. From January to December, whole 12 months. I had a drown in my personal life, my professional life, my startup, everything. Every day used to be a death to me. Like, why am I living today? Why am I living today? And then I and Shivanand used to discuss. Okay, ni sayana. Okay, ni sayana. I didn't do any of those things. Because I've seen more version than this in life. So at 20 January, we signed an MOU. And I was back in the business. After an year, I got back. I had some back. Everybody will have that. And I guess No, sir, it's not part of.
No, part of a business.
No, sir, it's like when something gets you down, it will take you up.
Exactly. Anything which
The more you suffer, the more huge success will come.
exactly.
It's not like once you drown, you get up and you get success. No, it's not like that. You drown, and then you get success.
Okay.
There's somebody, I don't know, sir, it's like Jack Ma, I guess. I remember his. Today is a failure. Tomorrow is also a failure. Day after tomorrow is success. And people die tomorrow evening. I remember that always. And I think that today would be tomorrow. So today it will be tomorrow. And whole 12 months I've spent like that. And then Shivananda will be like, once I signed that MOU and I got back into business and was so happy, not happy, satisfactory at least. Because I was so down. So mentally also drowned. He was like, now you don't know. I'm like, now death is postponed to 50 years or something. I told another phase went up in life, another phase of darkness. There's more, the lesson is, the more you drown at the young age only, the more success you enjoy. The more you learn.
It give you a best lesson of life. Yeah. I always, whenever I keep writing the quote, I remember the worst lesson teaches the best lesson of life.
True, so true.
Where the deep that you are enjoying the failure or you are undergoing the pressure, that will push you back on.
While enjoying the failure, you should not forget to put efforts also.
Exactly. Don't forget this.
Put efforts.
Correct.
That efforts will take you somewhere. Not in the field you only want, but at least somewhere where you can implement that. For example, if somebody is preparing for something, they fail in that. It doesn't mean that your preparation is down. It may take you to some other position where you can implement your this thing. Because I always cursed my education because I've done whatever I didn't wanted to. I didn't wanted to take up science. I've taken up science. I didn't wanted to take up engineering. So I took up engineer. Although all of this have become a lesson kind of thing in my life. It's like, when I didn't wanted to take engineering, but I still took. There's where I got the exposure and met people who are like more intelligent than me, more dumb than me. Then I thought we could do. When they can, then why we can't? And then, even today, I am not telling that my academics is good. I am worst at academics.
But best at doing these things.
Because that is why, because I wanted to do something which I wanted always. You do something which you want, it will give you like a next level of pleasure when you do.
Very true, very true. The best lesson, what he's trying to say is like, you do what you love the most, that keeps you happy. That, is something which gives you the inner peace, which is actually enjoying today.
Next month, if the contracts don't go on also, I'm happy. I stay in my city, it's okay. And we get a lot of these things when we prepare and fail. It's like alag level of sadness which I had got in 23. That's what I had got failure. That was not because I was not dumb. That was because I was more intelligent. Okay. So that Jada Ushari Jan Ko Katra I faced in 23. That was the biggest lesson of my life. Too much is too bad.
Yeah.
I got that.
Point to be noted. I know when we are discussing something, there is a lot of things to learn. I hope this video is not just for entertainment. It is to teach you much more value. It is to teach you some life lessons, which will definitely help you to grow in your personal life and professional life, at least to the next level.
Too much is too bad because you would never know how the opposite person would judge you at any time.
Exactly. That's very important to analyze us.
And next thing is, when you are at the peak of your success, you'll definitely know that I'm the king. You should never feel that you are the king. There will be somebody who will hunt your dynasty.
Exactly. Somebody
for sure, there will be somebody who will be hunting your dynasty. Just make sure you save your dynasty. You are the king, I know. But still, there will be somebody who will be more greater than you.
Exactly. What he's trying to tell in the most simple way, in the cultural way to put it, ego is something which actually kills. Ego is actually born to kill you. So the day you kill your ego, you start...
As Sir have told, chairs are never the permanent. In Canada, there's something, the KGF dialogue. That is the not only dialogue, that would be a life lesson.
Lesson, yes.
If somebody have watched the KGF well for just for pleasure, then you're the you're dumbest ever, I would say.
Correct.
There's a dialogue which he says, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಲೆಗಳು ಶಾಶ್ವತಗಳಲ್ಲ, ಬರೀ ಕಿರೀಟಗಳು ಮಾತ್ರ ಶಾಶ್ವತ. If I lose anything, I'd be like, ಅಧಿಕಾರ ಇವತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, it will go next day.
No, I just wanted to tell the same thing, Sujay. You know what? There are two kinds of power. Power of a person, power of a chair. ಎಲ್ಲವರೆಗೂ ಚೇರ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಪವರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಚೇರ್ ಹೋದ ದಿವಸ ಪವರ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ. ಅದ್ರ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಅಂತ ಇದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆತ್. ಸೊ ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಎಲ್ವೇ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಒನ್, ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಪವರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಹೊರತಾಗಿ ಚೇರ್ ಪವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ. ಚೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪರ್ಮನೆಂಟ್.
Chair is not permanent.
So that's the reason you make use of your power, not the power of chair. Because the day you are out of the chair, nobody respects you. But if you use your power, till your last breath you are respected, till your last breath you are worshipped. That's the reason, use your power, not the chair power.
Yesterday I met one of my teacher. His name is Robert Sir.
Okay.
He has a computer faculty in our school. He used to tell us, you see, computer was always left out thing in the school days. I guess in your students also leave that. Just to pleasure they come to the computers, keep labs. He used to tell us, learn C, learn C++, learn C, learn C. There was not even it in the syllabus. He had actually printed the book of his own. So we never back then knew that we could do something like this. And yesterday I met him and I was like, sir, I've opened my IT company. He was like, you opened an IT company? Then I explained him, not only me, I'm in the administration, my partner is in the tech part. He told the same thing. He was like, that's what I understand. How can you be in the tech part when you never liked the tech thing? So in that way, I'll tell one thing. Until 10th stand, no, now I can't even tell anything. The board exams have also changed. The pattern around
Has been changed.
now, I could, if it was before batch and all, I used to tell that until 10th chill and then 10th you can study and get, and then PUC second year. Now it's not like that. I don't know which all classes have the board exams also.
True. No, we have board examination for 5th standard, 8th, 9th standard, 10th standard.
4 years board exams here.
Yes.
1 year only, it would have been so struggle for me to clear the boards. How do the students cope up, sir? Like 5th standard writing a board exam, just
See, it's all about mindset. Again. Okay. It is quite difficult to accept the change immediately, but later on we have to accept. You take an example of the initial days of Corona. We never wanted, but we lived entire year. Right? Mind takes the decision and body follows. If children are aware, there's a board examination. Once the mind is set, it starts for. Mindset is a game which actually changes our entire.
so. Like my last question was,
Yeah.
the students, if they write examinations or if they get grades in the school days, don't you think that apart from everything, apart from whatever it is in the curriculum or live growth or anything, examination would be a mental stress to the students? They should be nurtured through those days. In the nurturing days, it's a horrible thing to impose something on the students. It's not only about examination. It's about the lengthy homeworks. It's just the age of enjoy.
As I have planned, it's all planning. Once you start understanding the psychology of the children, yes, as I told you, too much is too bad. Too much of homework definitely kills the curiosity and the interest in the homework part. Okay. So as a teacher, as a principal, it is our minimum duty to understand the student's level. Start working on that. You cannot expect everybody to have 5 rotis. Somebody has 1 roti is enough for their, to fulfill their hunger. Somebody needs 5. In the same way, like as per the student's requirement and need, if you plan, so everything goes well.
And then another thing which I have is, like, nowadays school have become so competitive with the students.
Exactly.
What I suggest is doing a business and everything is apart. And then, making the students feel bad is a very wrong thing.
Absolutely.
Your first grade, you are good, you are bad. There's nothing good or bad.
Everybody has got their own.
Their own spirits.
Yes.
Now, you know, in the school level or college level, I understand, of course, if somebody is first rank, okay, enjoy. That doesn't mean that you demean the last bench to.
No, it's all about how do you present it before the child. It's like the same guy when has been scoring first rank every time. All of a sudden he doesn't. So what is that the scenario as a teacher, as a parent, you will have to do is like you teach him enjoy the failure.
Failure also, yeah.
Okay. So these competitions, the ranks are actually planned very properly. But how you read it? Whenever child got first rank, parents celebrated. Whenever the child did not get, even this is a time to motivate him. So instead of blaming him, instead of underestimating his caliber, the education system, life itself is to learn. The first thing I always tell to myself is life on the planet is to learn. You learn from your failure, you learn from your success, you learn from your friends. At the end of the day, you should be a good student of life to learn at every moment of life. Only learning can take you to the next level. So what is my suggestion for such teachers and students and those who do not understand the caliber? Dull student, average student. Everybody has got their own uniqueness. Today when I was going through the qualifications of the cricketer, some of them they just passed with 7th standard, some of them 9th standard, some of them hardly PUC. So what does it mean? Like education doesn't mean that how good you are in the academics. Education, in my way, it's all about one who knows the do's and don'ts. One who has the value. Education without value is like the bird without wings. Okay? So however highly qualified you are, if you know, in a couple of minutes back you were sharing, sir, in the initial days of my audition, I was very harsh with my colleagues. I wanted means I wanted. But later on you learned it. This is what is education. Education is all about learning from our mistakes. And I always define the word mistake. Mistake is not that what is committed. Mistake is that what is repeated. So when you understand this is my mistake, don't do it. Because mistake is not that what is committed. It's not at all a mistake. Unknowingly you have done it. But if you repeat it, that's a mistake. So same thing in student scenario also. You know, education is all about triangle love story. A student, teacher, and a parent. When these three people come together, we can actually do something better. You know, I always ask my students, how many hands you need to clap? Say they say 2. See, still I'm not able to clap. So this is how actually is happening in the education system. Extraordinary teacher, but student is not able to understand. This extraordinary teacher is called extraordinary when he or she knows to go to the level of students' leakage. Only then it can make a clap. If this teacher is, not that good to a student, so it's all about, to when you come together, the clap takes place. Same thing, the success also like that. When teacher ratio, students ratio, and parents ratio, when these triangle love story takes place, there is only success of a student, if not now. However intelligent he is, I always tell if your child is intelligent, if he doesn't have values, and one fine day, again the life becomes incomplete, they were complete. Academics plus values always makes a complete education. Yes, Sujay.
Thank you, sir.
Really nice talking to you.
Same here, sir. Thank you for coming to the show.